Yep, I'm the music reactor that reacted to the completely wrong first song of Epic, the musical. Yep, that's me. I reacted to Odysseus for my first song. I didn't know at all what I was getting into, and now I do a bit more, and I'm excited about this adventure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen all the way through this first saga because that's what you all told me you wanted. I'm going to listen through, give you my first impressions. I don't know. I may go do a deeper analysis of some of the vocal techniques and just overall stuff that I hear over on Patreon. I'm not sure yet, or I may just leave it up on YouTube as my first reaction. I'll listen all the way through and then I'll stop in between and just give a few of my thoughts before I go on to the next one. My name's Tim. I've been a vocal instructor for the last 25 years. Building voices is my life's work. I have a few vocal studios out here in the Manhattan, Philadelphia, tri-state area. I have an amazing team of teachers that teach with me. We do in-person lessons around here, but we have students online all over the world. I have some amazing musical theater teachers too, by the way. So if you need a teacher, hit us up. The link's down in my description. Okay, here we go.
All right, my brothers, listen closely.
I like that sample.
Tonight we make the Trojans pay. 10 years of war, they killed us slowly. But now we'll be the ones who slay.
Ooh, yeah.
Think of your wives and your children. Your families wonder where you've been. They're growing old and yet you're still here. Do what I say and you'll see them again.
Yes, sir.
Diomedes will lead the charge.
Oh, yeah.
will flank the guards. Menelaus will let
I like
our
the
mates
beat.
through the gates to take the whole city at large. Teucer will shoot any ambush attacking. Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor, secure Helena, protect her. Leo, avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector.
Yes, sir.
Find that inner strength.
Oh,
now. Use
yeah.
that well of pride. Fight through every pain now. Ask yourself inside, what do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
That's good.
Penelope, Penelope, and Telemachus.
Oh, wow.
I fight for us. I fight for us. Penelope,
What do you try for?
Telemachus,
What do you wish for?
I'm on my way.
What do you fight for?
Attack!
Oh, goosebumps. Wow. These animations are so cool.
Who was that?
A vision of what is to come cannot be
Oh, this is
outrun,
Zeus.
can only be dealt with right here and now.
That's a good Zeus voice.
Tell
I like
me
that.
how.
I don't think you're ready. A mission
Love the
kill
rhythm.
someone's son, a foe who won't run, unlike anyone you have faced before.
Say no more. I know that I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
Oh. Uh-oh.
It's just an infant. It's just a boy. What sort of imminent threat does he pose that I cannot avoid?
Beautiful
This
writing.
is the son of none other than Troy's very own Prince Hector. Know that he will grow from a boy to an avenger, one fumed with rage as you're consumed by age.
Wow.
If you don't end him now, you'll have no one left to save. You can say goodbye to. You can say goodbye to.
I could raise him as my own.
Your house and throne.
Drama.
Wherever
I got goosebumps.
gods will make him known. We're bringing you down on your knees for your
Yeah.
This is the will of the gods.
Please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
The blood on your hands is something you won't lose. All you can choose is who.
Whoa. My God. God. Wow. Okay. The first thing I just have to say is I'm trying to take this in on multiple levels all at once, like first impressions, right? There's the musical side of it, just the orchestration, the arrangement of the instruments, which I'm finding very interesting. Lots of excitement, lots of drama, lots of contemporary musical production stuff happening in it, which is really interesting. The next thing that I'm just trying again to process all. Keeping up with the story through the visuals. Wow, the visuals are super helpful. You're right. I'm so glad that I listened to you all to check out the visuals along with my first listen through. These visuals, too, are amazing. Gigi, the artist who did these, wow. So cool. Like, this is a medium, like animation in this way where it's kind of, sketched and somewhat animated and sometimes left in picture form to move a story along. It's an art form that I haven't followed along with much, but I love that there's a fan community that can do this. I'm horrible at visual art, so I love great visual artists. So super, super cool. All right, I'm not going to talk anymore. Let's move on to the next one.
To the son of mine.
Ooh.
You're as old as he was when I left for war.
Beautiful song.
Will these actions haunt my days? Every man I've slain is the price I pay. Endless pain. Close your eyes and spare yourself the view.
Wow.
How could I hurt you? I'm just a man who's trying to go home, even after all the years away from what I've known.
This is good.
Just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife.
That melody.
I'm just a man. But when does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster?
Wow.
When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster?
Whoa.
I'm just a man.
So he drops the baby over the edge. Oh my God. Whoa. Okay. So this is tricky to do, like to listen through this and take in the singing for the first time, the arrangement for the first time, the story for the first time. Whoa. There's so many layers of stuff to look at here. Wow. From a musical standpoint, this song is beautiful. This song is sticky. Like, I could see this being a great audition song for some of my musical theater students. Like, it's got a really nice hook. It's got a nice upper register melody to it. This is a really great musical theater song. I love the use of choruses so far. Like, the chorus effects and also the rhythm in the drums. Boom, ba-dum. There's a lot of really exciting rhythmic arrangement work done in this to give drama and really smart musical theater writing. I wrote a musical a while back. It's called A Vampire Story. I'm not doing anything with it online or anything right now. If any of you are interested, I might send it out to somebody to get some looking at editing on it, but I don't think it has legs right now. It needs a lot of rewriting if it were to be done, anything done with it. And anyway, I just say all of that to say, like, I am also a composer, so I really appreciate the compositional side of this work as well. Very, very cool. The voices are really interesting so far that I've heard. I haven't heard a ton of different voices yet. It's a little too pitch corrected for me, but I'm not going to harp on that too much throughout my listening to this whole show. But that is something that I do like to talk about a lot on the channel because we don't need it. It really does mess with the expressiveness of the singing. So I'm an advocate for not using pitch correction, but I'm hearing a lot of it here. But we're not going to, like I said, I'm not going to harp on that. All right, here we go. Moving on to the next section. So we've got Odysseus, Trojan War, trying to return home. Zeus comes in, kill the baby now, or the baby's going to cause problems later. He drops the baby over the edge. I guess we don't know what happens with the baby. I guess there's an assumption that the baby doesn't make it because what baby would survive falling over a wall, I guess, right? Okay, next song. Let's go.
600 men under my command, with only one goal in mind.
Make it back alive to our homeland.
600 men.
These melodies.
600 miles of open sea. But the problem's not the distance,
It's what lies in between.
and did they cause waiting? My
Wow.
kingdom is waiting.
That's a good melody hook right there.
Penelope's waiting for me. So for speed ahead.
Oh, yeah. He's a good songwriter. Wow. Ooh, I like that falsetto flip.
Captain, you really got 600 men.
600 men.
600 men with big mouths to feed. And we run out of supplies to eat.
First the war of whose source to plead.
600 men.
I love the synthesizer.
600 reasons to take what we can. So, Captain, what's the plan?
Captain, what's the plan?
Watch where the birds fly. They will lead us to land. There we'll hunt for food.
Yeah.
My second in command. Now for speed
We're up, and away we go. We're up,
And away
For
we
speed
go. And away we go.
Captain,
Politics.
look! There in the distance, I see an island. I see a light that faintly glows. Maybe they're people lighting a fire. Maybe they'll share some food, who knows?
Something feels off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike first. We don't have time to waste, so let's raid the place and...
No. Polities gear up. You and I'll go ahead.
You and I'll go ahead.
We should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's ahead.
Give me till sunrise, and if we
Oh,
don't return,
good melodies. Wow.
then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now for speed ahead.
Oh, I love that hook.
For speed ahead.
Nice.
Full speed ahead.
We're up, we're off, and away we go.
We're up, we're off, and away
For
we
speed
go. We're up, we're off, and away we go. We're up, we're off, and full speed ahead.
Wow. What a great guy song. I mean, big power. These choruses are really strong. I love the driving beats. Again, there's such movement to the music and the story. It's very captivating. It's very engaging. And hats off to these animators. Now, this one was a different, this is Wolfie the Witch. And, had a little different artistic feel to the imagery. See, there's a little more detail, like a different type of detail. We've got the black and white. Wow, I know nothing about how to do all of this stuff. It's so fascinating. Maybe in another life, I'm going to learn some like visual art skills or something. It's just so cool to be able to do this, like to come up with them, to have music and then come up with a visual to accompany it that's interesting and engaging. Like I know exactly what's happening in the story because of this. Oh, super cool. All right, next one. Let's go. So this is, hold on a second. All right, this is MIRCSI is, I believe, the animator for this one. So this is a different animator now. Or MIRTSI. S? Mirtsi?
You can relax, my friend. I can tell you're getting nervous.
I
So
like
do
this groove.
yourself a service.
Like a dance
Try to
track.
relax, my
And
friend.
find polities.
Think of all that we have been through. We'll survive what we get into. I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live?
like a house beat.
Look at how you grip your sword, enough said. Why should we take when we could give? You can show a person that you trust them.
Oh, I like
when
this
you
one.
stop and lower your guard. Here we have a chance for some adjustment. Give it a try, it's not that hard. I'm telling you, this life is amazing when you greet it with open arms.
Oh, that's a good hook.
Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place,
Yep.
we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Stay back.
Wow. That melody was really sticky right
My
there.
friend, greet the world with open arms.
We're only here for food.
Uh-oh.
600 friends are waiting for us to show our faces. Stay back, I'm warning you. If we don't get back safely, my men will turn this place into blazes.
See? This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms.
The light and dark.
Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, so we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
My friend, I wish that I could say that I agree.
I like this
Look
beat.
at the way this fruit is glowing and filled with glowing seeds. It took me a while to notice just what kind of fruit they eat. It's a lotus, it controls your mind and never lets you free. That's what we'd get with open arms.
Lotus eaters, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Could you tell me where there's other food to eat? A cave! You're saying there's a cave where we could feast. And where do we sail to find this food-filled cave? Thank you.
It's so anime. It's got like
This
a...
life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. I see in your face there's so much guilt inside your heart. So why not replace it and light up the world? Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Greet the world with open arms.
You can relax, my friend.
Wow, interesting. So, first of all, these melodies are so sticky. Like, this is the first time I heard it, and I have the hook looping in my mind already. And wow, the writing. It's just where my mind is going. It's like my mind is trying to place what I'm listening to here. It's trying to figure out what this is because it's a little bit anime with these animations and there's a multimedia thing happening here. The music is very contemporary. Like that house beat, it's like a dance track, and then there's like little subtle synthesizer types of music things really in the background, like little groove beat things, but not fully. It's not like we're in an electronic musical. It's mostly got orchestral types of vibes and natural instrument sounds, even though they're likely like computer, made in a computer, even though they're natural organic sounds, like a sample machine or something. Fascinating, this thing. Wow. Okay, how many more? I think I have, 2 more in this first one, or 1 more? Is it... Okay, here we go. I think this is the last one in this set, right? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's check it out.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
Athena!
Have you forgotten to turn off your heart? This is I see you changing from how
Yeah.
I've designed you. Have you forgotten your purpose? Let me remind you. Goddess of wisdom, master of war.
Ooh.
My life has one mission: create the greatest warrior. I
Yeah.
had a challenge, a test of skill, a magic bar only the best would kill. One day a boy came
I love this
for
one.
the thrill, a boy whose mind rivaled the bar's own will.
Let's go!
Maybe one day he'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow. Then they'll see I know he'll change the world, 'cause he is a warrior of the might.
Oh, nice.
Maybe one day I'll reach him and we can build his skills.
Love the
as
rhythm.
I teach him. If there's a problem, he'll have the answer. He is a warrior of the might.
Wow, that contrast.
Show yourself. I know you're watching me. Show yourself.
I love that stuttering effect thing.
I can see you.
How can you see through my spell?
I was lying, and you fell for my bluff. Aha.
Well done, enlighten me, what's your name?
You first, and maybe I'll do the same.
Nice try, but two can play this game.
Nah, don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest. You are Athena. Badass
That's
in the
it.
arena. Unmatched, witty, and queen of the best strategies we've seen.
If you're looking for a mentor, I'll make sure your time's well spent.
Sounds like a plan. Goddess and man, best is a friend.
He'll see
Wow.
where that's.
Okay.
Maybe one day they'll follow me.
What?
And we'll make a greater tomorrow. Then they'll see I know we'll change the world, 'cause we are the warriors of the might. Maybe one day we'll reach
It's a little bit like Mamma Mia here.
build their skills as we teach them. If
Wow.
there's a problem, we'll have the answer. We are the warriors of the might.
That's good.
I still intend to make sure you don't fall behind. Don't forget that you're a warrior of a very special kind. You are a warrior of the might.
Wow.
Don't disappoint me.
Wow. So, oh my God. There is so much to process. I've never heard anything like this before. This is a new thing. And this is something that's only possible because of where we are in the world now. This, the way that we're all connected online together through social media, through like YouTube and all these other platforms. And there, I know that TikTok had a big hand in the building of this with auditioning and sharing it sort of serially as he went. He was just sharing clips of it and getting people along for the journey. Such a brilliant way to introduce a new piece of art. There's some great writing here. As far as musical writing, as I said before, I've written, I write music and stuff too, as well as being a voice teacher. And I can say these melodies are really, really catchy. Like, this is really good musical theater writing. I can see this having legs on it for sure. The songs are very catchy, and there's a lot of good energy in the music. And what I really appreciate as an electronic music producer myself, I like how much of this is dancey. There's but we have a lot of like house beats, like 4 to the floor, a kick on every quarter note, and then rhythmic things happening along the way. It just has great movement to it. We're always going somewhere very interesting. I love the forward movement of both the plot and the music. The singing is great. Like I said, it's kind of hard to sift through a little bit of the amount of pitch correction. I feel a lot of the expression is being suppressed by the amount of pitch correction that's being done on this. And, you know, it would be exciting in the future if there is another recording of it done where they, you know, maybe don't do as much pitch correction on it so we can just hear the pure vocals, like a live rock capture, maybe even some more organic natural instruments in the recordings as well. I'd be curious to hear that. But wow, so beautiful. The biggest thing that I'm walking away from is that I'm shocked with how well these melodies are written. They're super sticky. They're very catchy, and that's a big reason I can see why you all are so into this so much. Is like it's like catchy, and it makes you want to go back and listen again and get back in the world. And Penelope, like there are these, like I'm gonna be after this, I'm gonna be having some of these melodies coming up in my subconscious mind. Very cool, and the visuals are so well done. Kudos, hats off to you if you're an illustrator and you're watching this. I'm really, it's an art form, it's a world I have no skills in at all, so I am completely just a pure fan. To be able to just like sketch that and then have it animate, like it's just such a cool skill to have. Like I'm jealous of that. Very neat. And it really helps the story. So what a beautiful thing this is. And I also have to say, I just really appreciate you all. It feels like such a warm community, all of you who are a part of this. And you really are genuine musical theater lovers and supporters of this work and Jorge, and you know, so really, really cool. I'm excited about being on this adventure with you. I think I'm going to just leave this reaction here. Maybe down the road, I'll take a song or two and I'll pull that out and look at it over on Patreon. But I think not for this first one. I'll just kind of leave this one as is here on YouTube as my first official introduction to this work. It is going to be fun to get back to the song Odysseus that I reacted to at the very end of the show once I've gone through the journey. I'm excited to do that. So really, really interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Subscribe if you like the video. Come join me on Patreon if you want to get involved in the community. If you need voice lessons, the description's down in the link. All right, I'll see you in my next one. Cheers.